Hello, this is Eric Jesse. This is Education 382. This is the week 6 literacy lesson plan. And today is June 19th, 2022. Okay. So, Jonah, welcome and thanks for helping me out today with the lesson. For today's lesson, we will be discussing themes and just overall characters in the story and how they respond to challenges and just having the ability to summarize the text. Okay, when you hear of themes, what's the first thing that kind of comes to mind just from your prior experiences with
Um,
themes?
Probably the main thing I think of is like the main idea, sort of, or
Hmm.
like what like creates the whole story or something.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good answer. I've got a short little video here, kind of just what it takes to understand the theme and kind of just to introduce us to our topic here. So I will share that with you here. Can you see that screen?
Yes, yeah, I can.
Okay, awesome. I'll give it a play here. Okay, so we'll stop there with that just to save us some time. Um, did you get a good? Does that give you a little bit better understanding of what a theme is?
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. So to me, a theme is like the video said, could be a lesson, or for instance, we've talked in our previous lessons a lot about basketball and Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
A theme of some of the books we've read in the past, I would definitely, especially for Michael Jordan, be hard work. It always pays off, and doing the right thing pays off. So the theme definitely doesn't tell the story like it said, but it's more so of the lesson and the overall mindset, I guess, of the book. Okay. And summarizing, did you get a good understanding of summarizing just from that little blurb there it talked about?
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Okay, good deal. Okay, so I guess for our assignment today, for our read aloud today, it's the Lorax. Okay, have you ever heard of Lorax before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so obviously I would kind of check out the theme here and maybe get a good understanding of that, and then just overall look for what the character does in response to challenges. Okay, do you understand what challenges means?
Yeah.
Okay, and then just summarizing the book. Okay, so I will share my screen again with you. Let me know if you when you can see it. Got that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll go ahead and play. All right. What'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good. Awesome. All right. So I guess something we hadn't talked about, cause and effect. If you hear cause and effect, what is your understanding of cause and effect?
I've heard of it a bunch, so I think it's like where it's something happens and then which is a cause, and then something happens as a result of that, which is the
Okay.
effect.
Awesome. Okay. So obviously in that book, especially the Lorax, there was a good amount of cause and effects. What were some of the cause and effect examples that you noticed while we were listening to that book?
A couple I remember that one was like when he made his business into like a factory.
Mhm.
The smoke made it so that I think they were birds or something
Mhm. Yeah, they
couldn't
had a weird
sing.
name.
Yeah, and then there was like when the extra goo, I think I
Mhm.
don't remember, went into the pond. That was the cause, and then the effect was that the fish couldn't live there anymore, and that's all I can remember right now.
Yeah, yeah. The one that you didn't say that sticks out to me was right away how he cut the tree down and then the Lorax came out and
Oh
appeared.
yeah, that was very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So there's obviously a lot of cause and effects. I feel like the book is full of them. Sounds like you have a good understanding of cause and effects and what they mean. So obviously there was some different challenges on, I guess on either side, you could say there was different challenges. What was some of the challenges for, the Lorax and the animals in the
Um,
area?
I think some challenges were having the person like sort of ruin the forest and stuff,
Yeah, the once.
and yeah, and they had to. The challenges were they had to like move out sort of and go someplace else to live,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to like deal with the smoke, the trees being gone, and like the pond situation.
Yep. Was there any challenges from the oncer that you noticed?
Some challenges were having the Lorax always like sort of bug him and make him like try and make him stop and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And like yeah, it's pretty much all I could think of.
Yeah.
Oh, and the trees running out.
Ran out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one because then obviously that's how he made his product or whatever. So then once
Yeah.
he was out, he had another challenge. So there's a ton of different challenges on both ends. There's not from all the characters in the book. It's not just, it's obviously from certain perspectives, but there's definitely challenges from both ends. Okay.
Mhm.
So I guess the last thing you've kind of already touched on this, just summarizing the Lorax. What if you had to give somebody like a 5 sentence summarization of the Lorax? What would you say?
Um, I would probably say something along the lines of like um a person named the Wunzler that found a forest and cut down the trees that were being used
Hmm.
by the Lorax and the animals. And then he used them to make a factory, which made the Lorax and the animals sort of suffer because he was getting rid of the trees and using the smoke or having smoke come out and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And um, once he ran out of trees, he had to. Well, the Lorax actually kept bugging him a bunch, and then eventually he ran out of trees to use to make his product, and then um, I think he had to move out or something,
Yeah.
go to a different place, and then he would, and then he had to just deal with the um, with have knowing that he ruined a bunch of animal and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
Yep. I would say that's an awesome summarization, I guess. Only thing we talked about early, if you had to say the theme of the Lorax, what would your theme of the Lorax be? Obviously, there's a couple different things you could say. I feel like there's a
Um,
few different types of themes.
I guess I don't really have like a really good one, but I guess don't be selfish
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yep. Because yeah, I mean, he was perfectly fine, just using a few of the trees, the truffle trees, but instead he was very greedy and
yeah,
was worried about money and making money, and instead, he really changed the environment and the culture and just everything how it was.
yeah,
And just to me, a good theme of this too would be to think of others. Just how something might benefit yourself doesn't always mean it will be a great benefit to everybody. And obviously, in our world, we want to benefit everybody, not just a few people.
yeah.
So, um, anything else you want to add to that?
Not really.
Okay, I thought you did a good job. So thanks for putting up with me.